Huge layoffs at ABC after Bachelorette announced postponement as it sends shockwaves. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. If you liked the video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Many crew members have been let go from the Bachelor franchise following ABC's pause of The Bachelorette. It was revealed earlier this month that the Bachelor Nation spin-off would not air in its traditional summer slot, meaning it would be skipping a cycle, much to fans' dismay. However, the decision has inevitably had an even greater impact on the production crew working across the reality dating show franchise. Bachelor's Kelsey Anderson shares reality TV dreams, but one fear holds her back. Link. The Bachelor's Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson tease wedding plans. Link. According to Deadline, the majority of the crew members were informed last week that they would no longer be employed on the franchise, which has now caused shockwaves among the hundreds of crew who work on the various shows. It's not clear how many people were impacted by the layoffs. Get all the latest news, entertainment, sport and lifestyle updates from our dedicated American team. Staffers currently still working on The Bachelor, including on the specials that follow a season of the flagship show, will continue until their responsibilities end. Meanwhile, Bachelor in Paradise, which will see Scott Teddy serve as new showrunner, is next up in the Bachelor universe and will shoot in the summer. Paradise, which usually films in Mexico, often has different crew members than the other shows, but there is some overlap. Some staff might return to the franchise once it gets back up and running on the next season of The Bachelor, which would typically start production later this year, or on new seasons of The Golden Bachelor or The Golden Bachelorette. The Bachelorette was set to start filming shortly for season 22 before it was paused. A source has spoken up and shared details behind the hiatus of The Bachelorette. According to an insider at the U.S. Sun, the network weighed in a number of things before making the final decision. They considered many factors like competition from rival dating shows, the lack of overall interest in the recent casts, and lower social media followers and interactions. They added, "There's also been a string of failed engagements, and at the end of the day, the show really does want to produce a love story." One of the most significant reasons pertain to the decrease in ratings. The truth is, the last season of The Bachelorette had a disappointing decline in ratings. It hit a low amongst the 18 to 49 demographic, which is what everyone at the network focuses on most, the source explained. To not be as strong in that demo, the bread and butter of the franchise, was a big blow. The insider admitted that was the final straw for the Suits to tell production to take a step back, reassess, and we'll see what the future holds. "It's time to hit the reset button," they said. This is the first time in 18 years The Bachelorette has taken a hiatus. Fortunately for the Bachelor Nation, the insider revealed the show will absolutely come back in some way, shape, or form. It just may look different than the past 20 years. The source mentioned production is still deciding on an alternative format, and no definitive decisions have been made yet. All of this comes as season 29 of The Bachelor, starring Grant Ellis, is currently airing on ABC, and fans haven't been too pleased with his season so far. The second episode angered viewers as they claimed Grant was boring, and even gave them the ick, while others complained the episode was the longest episode in Bachelor Nation history. After the third episode, fans grew even more concerned about Grant's intentions and slammed him for being a player after he gaslighted one of his contestants during an awkward moment. Despite Grant stating he wants to find a wife and settle down, fans are now wondering if he's even on the hit ABC reality TV show for the right reasons, to find love. Get all the latest news, entertainment, sport and lifestyle updates from our dedicated American team. Jen Tran explains why she thinks The Bachelorette Season 22 is on pause. Earlier this month, Deadline announced that Season 22 of The Bachelorette will be postponed. There was real reason given as to why the beloved reality TV show would not air this summer. However, the outlet confirmed that the Bachelor spin-off is not facing cancellation. After the news broke, Several Bachelor Nation stars made their own assumptions as to why the show would not air, including last season's Bachelorette Jen Tran. Viewers know how her season came to a dramatic end between her and her former fiancé, Devin Strader. Jen's reasoning for the postponement was actually pretty valid, and she thinks it all has to do with viewership and timing. It was sad news for Bachelor Nation fans when it was reported in early February that The Bachelorette Season 22 would be put on hold. Normally, filming for the show begins around this time with a premiere date in the summer, per deadline. It was also interesting that there was no reason given for the postponement. During an interview with People in February, Jen Tran, who was the latest Bachelorette, shared her reasoning behind the show's delay. Having first stated that she had no idea why the series would not air, she then gave a theory that sounded somewhat probable. "It was a surprise to me," she notes. "The franchise has been going on for so long. Sometimes you hear things like why shows go on pause. I have no idea why and what's going on there. I really have no idea," she said. Jen continued, "The Bachelorette does usually air in the summer when people are traveling. I heard that it doesn't do as well as The Bachelor, which airs in the fall, where people are home and ready to watch TV. So maybe it'll give a chance for the next Bachelorette to air at a time where there's more visibility. That would be nice." Although it's just Jen's opinion, that can be a solid reason. There have been numerous suggestions by Bachelor Nation alums and fans alike about why The Bachelorette won't air, including not wanting to see another failed engagement, sorry Jen, and not having enough TV slots to air multiple Bachelor franchise shows after the additions of The Golden Bachelorette and The Golden Bachelor. Bachelor Nation host Jesse Palmer was immediately asked his thoughts on the major, The Bachelorette news when guest on the Playing the Field podcast in early February. "Can't get too far in depth with a lot of the creative decisions that went into that. I know it's not unprecedented for The Bachelorette not to air in the summer," Jesse shared, noting that the spin-off had once or twice aired in the fall. "I'm obviously a little bit bummed myself just because I always love my interactions on that show with the lead. I love getting to meet all the brand new cast, and I love being there to help guide people towards hopefully everlasting love on the show. The good news is it's not going away. I know it's definitely coming back." In his interview, Jesse teased that there might be some revamping happening on The Bachelorette, stating that these changes will be tremendous. The host also added that fans will be excited when the show does return. However, it was clear that Jesse was staying mum on any details surrounding the show's future. A recent Deadline article revealed that there are major changes happening in the Bachelor Nation universe, including the firing of multiple workers. After the news that The Bachelorette would be premiering this summer, a large group of crew members have been let go from the Bachelor universe. The outlet noted that the news caused shockwaves among the hundreds of crew who work for not only The Bachelorette but The Bachelor and other spin-offs. The article added that once Grant Ellis' The Bachelor Season 29 comes to a close, those working on the season and any specials will continue until their responsibilities end. While this latest report is indeed shocking, news that changes are coming to the Bachelor franchise is nothing new. The spin-off, Bachelor in Paradise, was postponed for 1 year, but it is heading back to TV screens this summer. The reality TV series returned with a new showrunner named Scott Tatey, who is known for his work on reality shows like Claim to Fame and Summer House. During a conversation with Swoon, host Jesse also addressed changes to BIP, but again, could not clarify what they exactly were going to be. "I am expecting some changes. I don't know what those changes are going to necessarily be," he shared. It seems that the Bachelor universe will look different once Grant's season is finished. Hopefully, these changes will see more people fall in love, as currently, only 10 leads from both franchises remain with the person they chose in their finales. That's certainly not a good statistic for such a long-running